Alright, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I legit did not see this coming, and I'm not being a dick about it. I legit did not see this coming. I mean, I expected there to be like glitches here, a bug there. I'm not like one of those people that says, with a game like this, a big open world game like this, an ambitious game like this, I wouldn't say I expect my game to be 100% bug free, glitch free. I would like that, but I wouldn't expect that to be the case because it's a huge game. Obviously, there will be glitches here and there, but I did not think that it would be like this. Holy crap! Holy look. Where do I even begin? I mean, it's one of those cases where I am super glad I didn't buy the game. I'm just seeing a trick. I mean, look, let's be 100% honest with this, right? Let's call it for what it is. This is a train wreck. This launch, Cyberpunk 2077, the game launch was a train wreck. From what I'm hearing, the PC's doing fine for the most part. The upper versions of the console, I'm assuming PS4 Pro and the Xbox, I don't fucking know. They're doing but the base PS4 and Xbox did not. From what I'm hearing, is virtually unplayable. The frame rate drops below 15, and there's bugs and glitches happen anywhere. The game's almost unplayable. It's insane. It is a train wreck. I did not. It actually took me by surprise. Honestly, it really took me by surprise, and people are furious, and rightfully so. And basically, there's one thing that I want to address because I've seen a lot of people make this argument that I feel that I need to talk about. There are people who are defending CD Projekt Red, okay, and they're making, I'm guessing, excuses. They're making excuses for CD Projekt Red. Oh, this game was meant to be played on a new console or on a PC. Obviously, it wouldn't work on a base console. The fact that they would actually say that blows my mind. Or they would say, this is the fault of the people who wanted CD Projekt Red to release their game, on the set schedule. They didn't want the delay. They didn't want CD Projekt Red to delay their game, and thus the game came out broken, so it's their fault. So the people who got upset about the delays, you were basically asking for this. Now, when I heard this argument, I'm not gonna lie, I was fuming. I wanted to just come on and be like, you guys are absolute fucking idiots. But I had to step back and look. And the people who made that argument is specifically the one with the whole delay thing, that you basically got what was coming to you. You wanted the game now, you got it, and stuff like that. And the game wasn't finished, and that's why they delayed it. But you wanted the game now, and it's in the state that it's in because of you guys. I just want to say this. Look, I get it. You love CD Projekt Red. I understand. I get it. For most of the time, they were the only company that treated gamers with respect. They didn't push that disgusting microtransaction shit. When that narrative of single players were dead, they're the ones that just stood. One of the ones that came out with a single player game and just blew everyone away, like Witcher 3, 2, God of War, Red Dead Redemption. I know CD Projekt, they did develop this. I'm just naming single player games that destroyed the narrative that single players are dead. And CD Projekt was one of those companies. So they were a really good company. They gave us really good games. Now, for example, with me, Witcher 3 and Witcher 2, because with those type of games, BioWare was the go-to developer for me with those kind of RPGs, those kind of games. But then they just completely fell from grace and they become wherever the fuck they've become now. An empty shell of their former selves. So, and then CD Projekt Red, they were one of the developers that filled that void for me, and they treated gamers with respect. They didn't use predatory practices, and they were very good to the game. So I understand why people feel the need to defend them. Okay, I get that, but what I'm trying to say is this: look, even as CG Projekt Red, wrong is wrong. How they handled this whole situation was piss poor. It was shit. I made this argument before. I know a lot of people made this argument, and I'm gonna make this argument again. I'm sure the people who heard this going will roll their eyes, but it's true. If this was EA that done the exact same things that CG Projekt Red had done, you would not be forgiving. You would have tore them a new asshole, and they deserved it. But it's CG Projekt Red. You just close your eyes, put your head in the sand, and you're like, nope, they're not the wrong. It's gamers. It's our fellow gamers. They're wrong. They want to rush it. Now look, this whole delay thing. Let's talk about the whole delay thing, okay? Because the people who are making this argument that we deserved it because we wanted the game now, clearly you're not thinking very straight, and I understand because you love CG Projekt Red and you want to defend them. I get it, because I was like that as well. With BioWare, and what else? With Warframe, especially Warframe. My god, the amount of excuses I made for them, it's insane, and they didn't deserve it. But look, the whole delay thing. Let's get this one thing straight. CG Projekt Red did not delay the game once. Did not delay the game twice. They delayed the game numerous times. And with that delay, at the end of that delay, they always set up a new time. They'll be like, all right, we're delaying this game to this date. And we're not going to delay it. But guess what? They broke that promise. And then they went to, all right, guys, for sure, we're not going to delay it. This is a new date. We're not going to delay it. You know, we're going to make memes about it, whatever. They broke that again. And they broke that again. And the cycle repeats and repeats. And it's become to a point where they took the piss. They took the piss. So the people who made that argument, right, that we kind of deserved it. If EA did the same thing, would you be more forgiving? Of course you wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't. You would say pretty much what I've said, that they're literally taking the piss. Because that's wrong. You can't just like, and I've made this argument, other people made this argument. Delay it indefinitely. Don't add a new date. Delay it indefinitely, and then make sure that you're over 9,000% sure that you could release the game completely on your new start date, on your new date that you placed. If not, just delay it indefinitely. I've said this. Numerous people have said this, but they didn't. They keep adding new dates, and now we're in this point where they released. Again, let's not be around the bush. They released a broken game. It's an unfinished game. Let's be real about this. They released an unfinished game. So CD Projekt Red is 100% in the wrong on this. And I'd even touch upon, you know, the shady practices that they done about the embargo. I watched a video of Young and he was like saying CD Projekt Red told him not to use the footage that he recorded. And now we know why, because of the bugs. And again, if this was EA or Take-Two, if they done this, Sony, if they done this, you guys would not be forgiven. But it's CG Projekt Red, so you must defend them. No. Look, I like CG Projekt Red as CG Projekt Red, they have a special place in my heart, obviously. But it's because I'm hard on them. I'm hard on them because I don't want them to follow the same steps that EA or Take-Two or any fucked up developers, you know, their practices and all that shit. If we let CG Projekt Red, right, if we're giving them a pass on this, we're giving them a pass on anything. What's the saying? I'm trying to remember the saying. The saying, giving them an inch, they take a mile. If we say that this is acceptable, then we're giving them grounds to do more, you know, predatory shit. Because the way they just released it, this is unacceptable. A hyped game like Cyberpunk, like the most anticipated game that I can remember, released on a major platform like the PS4 and Xbox, and it's like virtually unplayable. That's not. Come on, man. That's just ridiculous. And the people who make this argument is like, obviously it's for next gen, so why do you play it? I'm sorry, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If this truly is for next gen, right, then they should have cancelled it for the PS4 and for the Xbox, for the base at least. And it's like, hey guys, look, this game is very ambitious. This game is very demanding. So we're just gonna cancel for the PS4 and Xbox and for the PS5 and for the PC and the new generation of Xbox. They could have done that, but they didn't. They released it in the state that it was in on a base PS4 for what? What? How much is it on the base PS4? I'm pretty sure it's between £40 to £50. I don't know what's the equivalent to US dollars, but you're releasing a PS4 game on the base between £40 to £50, and it's a state like this. It's unacceptable. And for the people who are defending them, you're not doing them any favors. And you're not doing yourself any favors. I want people to recognize like you're being a fanboy at this point. That you're just gonna defend them. Look, if you're gonna defend them on this, I want to make this point, okay? If you're gonna defend CD Projekt Red on this, I don't want to hear complaining from you when EA or Take-Two or anyone else does this, or Bethesda does it. I don't want to hear any complaints if you're giving them a pass. And again, I get it, because I was the same way with BioWare and Warframe. This is one of the reasons why I stopped playing Warframe. My God, Warframe's in the state now, isn't it? Jesus. But I just, it's a mess, man. It's a train wreck. That's the only thing I can explain. It's a train wreck. This would hurt. Would this hurt their PR? Yeah. Deservedly so? Yeah. They knew deep down this game wasn't finished. They knew deep down this game wasn't playable, but they released it anyways. So as far as I'm concerned, I mean, they're better than, those bad publishers, but at the same time, it's like, well, you kind of lost my trust on that. I cannot believe I'm saying that I'm glad I did not buy this game. A Cyberpunk 2077, a CG Projekt Red game. If you would have told me that would actually come out of my mouth, I would have called you insane. But here we are, man. Here we are, and it's like, wow, man. Wow, is my view on CG Projekt Red changed? Sort of. You have to admit, this is scummy. This is so scummy. It is so scummy. Wow. Holy craps. I wonder how people who bought this game on the base PS4 and Xbox. Oh, even on the PS4 Pro and the Xbox equivalent to that. Even that's not doing well. Performance-wise. And it's like, wow. And even and I'm hearing some disheartening things from people who play on the PC. What I'm hearing is that the game, even if the game's running great, even if the game's running like perfect, the game itself, it didn't live up to the hype. It's what I'm getting. I don't know if that's the case. I'm not gonna say I 100% know that this is the case because I haven't played the game. I need to actually play it. And I'm not talking about story. I'm talking about the actual, the world of it. People are saying that it's overhyped. It's not revolutionary, if you know what I mean. It's not like this thing's like, whoa, this is gonna be the game for the ages. It's not that. So yeah, after all this, I'm glad I didn't buy it. I feel bad for the people who bought it though. Jesus Christ. I can't wait to see how this will affect their image. See Project Red's image. I want to. This is a new thing. This is a new thing indeed. I don't know what to make of it, man. I don't know what to make of it. But what's done is done. Yeah, Siege Project Red, they're being called out for it, and rightfully so. They deserve it. And yeah, fuck. Jeez. Wow, I didn't think that would happen to them. Jeez. Well, it looks like I'm just gonna keep playing my Final Fantasy 14. I'm gonna stick with that for a while. Until they fix up Siege Project Red, and then I'll play it. But damn. No, honestly, Siege Project, you deserve what's coming, man. You deserve the criticism because that was fucked up.